Okay, Pops, we're going to be talking about today
Yes.
R&R.
Roles and roles?
Responsibility. So
Roles
close.
and
But
responsibilities for who?
what is our responsibility right now?
Well, right now it's to remind the folks that we have a contest going on, that they could win all kinds of different stuff, like gift cards, a 1 month. This is taking too goddamn long.
RARTW. That's the contest acronym.
Run a report and
To win.
win. Okay,
Stop.
it's just that simple.
Check the description. The contest
Yeah.
rules are down below. Follow us on Instagram to get an entry. Run a report to get an entry. Like 500.
Tag us on the
A $7,000 value. Yours free, maybe.
Yeah,
I hope I don't
possibly.
get in trouble for that. Okay.
You probably will. Yeah.
Roles and responsibilities,
Yes.
Dad, at the
Yeah.
dealership. We've had many people ask us, and so I wanted you to kind of build a little bit of the org chart for all of us so that we can understand. There's a general manager, and then people work for the general manager.
Well,
So someone
actually,
above the general manager.
There's a dealer principal.
All right, well, run us through.
Dealer principal is the owner or the general partner, somebody who is the authority as far as the manufacturer is concerned.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
So there are two distinctly different types of dealerships
Yeah.
within the new car franchise
Yeah.
dealership world. You worked for Penske for a long time?
Yeah.
So who's the dealer principal there? Is it the Penske Corporation? And then you've worked for like family-owned dealerships, and I understand who would be
When you work for a large corporation like the Penske
Yeah.
organization, they actually have corporate vice presidents that are liaisons between the Penske organization.
what?
Liaisons. It's a French word. Maybe you should look it up in a French dictionary.
liaisons.
Those two.
You thinking about the chip shortage?
And those folks, okay, operate between the Penske organization and the particular manufacturer of
Gotcha.
that brand. So if at the Honda Acura dealerships that were owned, there was one gentleman within the organization that was the go-between.
Gotcha. So that's in that
Yes,
world.
but
That's
then
the
but then
principal.
at the individual localized dealership level, there are area vice presidents that oversee large areas, and then the general managers are the one that are responsible for what happens in a particular dealership.
So Penske, big publicly traded company
Yes.
side, you've got like your super corporate VP level, who's
Yes.
the liaison or
Yes.
the liaison,
Yes.
liaison,
French guy.
the French guy to the manufacturers.
Yeah.
Then below that, you have your area vice presidents
Yes.
who manage and oversee dealerships in a certain area who
Yes.
report up through that. And then at the dealership level, the person running the dealership is the
Yes,
general
is
manager.
responsible for the overall operation of a localized dealership.
And then on the flip side, when you've worked for mom and pop dealership groups,
Yeah.
or just smaller dealership groups,
Yes.
the dealer principal is like
The guy who owns it all.
Or
The
their
guy
kid-
or
or their
gal-
kids.
Or their kids. The guy or gal
Yep.
that owns it all. Or the children of the
guy
guy
or
or
gal
gal
that
that
owns
owns
them
it all
all.
because, well, they were members of the Lucky Sperm Club. Okay. and they got the right DNA because it's built in.
Do you Automotive News, which is like the industry publication,
It is.
annually they do a 40 under 40.
Yes.
And it's hilarious.
Yes.
Because
Because most of them are kids of owners.
oh my God, it's like
Yeah.
35 out of the 40
Yeah.
are like so and so and so. And then you're like, well, the dealership last name is this and the kid's name. Oh.
In a lot of dealerships that are run really well,
Yeah.
what they do is they just give the kid a check, and they don't let the kid be involved at all. He's got a title; he or she has a title.
Yeah.
Okay, and they get a nice check every month, and they don't let them get involved at all because they want the professionals to actually run the
Which
store.
this is not to say, because my dad, I think someone that you've mentored in your career was someone that was a dealer
Yes.
principal's kid who,
Yes,
and
yes.
and not ragging on it, just expressing that that's very common.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're in the dealership. So
Yes.
the dealership has a general manager.
Yes.
So then
Now the general manager oversees everything in the store. He oversees sales. He oversees service. He oversees parts. If they have a collision repair center, he oversees that. He oversees the accounting staff. He is responsible for the total operation of that facility.
Gotcha. So whether it be him or her,
Him or
they're
her.
in charge.
Yes.
They're running the show.
Yes.
Now then, who reports into a general manager? Can I take a guess?
Yes.
Since you mentioned like 3 distinct areas of the business that generate revenue,
Yeah.
sales, service, parts,
Yes.
potentially a fourth, but I would imagine there's a leader in each of those. They report,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. The fixed operations manager, which would be the service manager.
Service manager.
He reports to the general manager. If it's a large store, there could be a general sales manager for the sales side of things. They'll report to the general manager. The parts manager will report to the general manager. If it's a slightly smaller store, it could be the new car manager and the pre-owned car manager that report to the general manager.
Gotcha.
And they all have levels of authority so that if there's ever any issues that you're having, that's why I always state you need to go up the food chain. For instance, an example I can give you: when I was out west with the Penske organization, our area vice president used to tell every store general manager, if there's an issue, handle it on your end, because if it gets to me, I don't care what it costs, I'm going to get it corrected, and it's coming out of your store's gross profit or net profit.
Which is what you got paid off of.
Yes, and so the general manager of every store would report to the sales managers that if there's an issue, I don't care what you need to spend to get it handled, because if it gets to me at a general manager level, it's getting fixed before it gets to the vice president's level.
For sure.
Yes.
And we have now in the Your Auto Advocate app, so back at yourautoadvocate.com, the email templates that you wrote.
Yes.
And so if you need access to these templates, just go into the app and maybe we can put it up on the screen. But like there's the template for like going up the chain of command, which
Yes.
back when we used to do the buying cars for people, helping them out with that concierge business, that you had to do that from time to time.
You hate to do it. You hate to throw somebody under the bus. But if they're not doing their job, then somebody higher up in the organization needs to know that the person that they're expecting to do their job isn't doing their job. The only way a dealership can ever correct an issue is if somebody makes them aware there is the issue.
Replace dealership with organization, right? You need
Okay,
to know.
yeah, but I don't have 43 years.
Organization experience.
Yeah, I just have retail automobile experience.
GM,
Yeah.
3 people potentially that report to them,
Yes.
sometimes 2. Let's hone in on the sales side. So there's a new car manager and a used car manager?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then do certain salespeople report to one versus the other? Do all the salespeople just report to both?
Well, it depends. Some stores have dedicated used car salespeople, so they would report to the used car sales management team. Some car stores have let everybody sell everything, so they could report to any sales manager.
Where does the internet leads department fit into this? Like, I remember, I think at one of the dealerships you worked at, one of the groups, they had like a BDC center, right? Like
Yes,
a business
Business
development center.
Center, yes.
And that kind of sits outside of the organization?
Yeah, where the leads come into that, and then they farm them out to the various and assorted stores where they belong.
Don't
and
you just want to
ans-
get farmed?
Oh God, yeah, you're going to get farmed, and you're not going to get the answers to the questions that you ask.
And then you're going to get phone calls about your extended warranty. Oh my
and
God.
you're not going to get the information that you asked for, because it's just a convoluted, stupid system that they use.
Which is why you need to use
Your Auto Advocate, because damn it,
that flowed.
yeah, that one did, because damn it, what we provide will set you up for some success here when it comes
Just
to
make
dealing.
make it a little smoother.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's below the sales managers, there's
Yeah.
obviously the salespeople.
Yeah.
Is there anyone below that? I think I know the
Yes,
answer to this.
yes,
Yeah.
the lot attendants.
The lot attendants.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
porters, is that
The
another?
porter,
Yeah.
lot attendant, yes, yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. Everybody has to have somebody that they can beat up. so the sales managers beat up the salespeople. The salespeople beat up the porters and the lot attendants.
And those porters and
the
lot
porters and
attendants
lot
drive the cars.
attendants, they go beat up the detail department. Can't you get these cars clean before I have to go park them on the lot? So there's always somebody has to report to somebody, because, well, everybody's got to be above someone.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So the one other thing that I think we should mention, I
Yes.
know it's in deal school in the like how to find the best salesperson at a dealership, but it feels
Yeah.
kind of relevant here. The receptionist trick, because there's also a receptionist at dealerships.
Yes.
And if you want to find the best salesperson at a dealership,
Just call up and speak to the receptionist and say, gee, I'm from out of town. my mom, who's 78 years old,
It has to be 78. This
Yeah.
doesn't work if she's not
if
78.
she's 76 or 77, they're just not going to feel as compelled to give you the information. But you call up and you say, I'm from out of town. My mother's 70-some years old. She's looking to get a new car. She lives in your area, and I need her to be really, pretty much well taken care of because she's elderly. Who in your dealership would you say works best with people or gets the best reviews for working with customers? And since most receptionists have no axes to grind, they'll just tell you, "Oh, Jimmy's great with older people," or Sally gets the best reviews from her customers.
Yep.
And that's how you know what salesperson to contact.
Yeah, there you go. A little tidbit here at the end. Also, just want to comment.
Yeah.
We're saying 78. You said elderly. You're turning 70 this year. Do you think that you're technically elderly?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't I look and act elderly? Yeah. I might have the mind of a 12-year-old. But damn it, I got the body of a 70-year-old. I can tell you that.
When's your birthday again?
May 25th.
May 20th.
Yeah. Not that you'll remember, but it's a Sunday this year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
It could be the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. I'm guessing.
maybe we'll do a happy birthday live stream.
Sure. Why? Yes. Can we please? Because I would love nothing more than to spend, my birthday with our audience. That would be great.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. You can send virtual cakes and
Yeah, that'll be so cool.
and candles.
Yeah.
Cakes, candles, and let's do the three things. 3 C's: cakes, candles, and cash.
All right, Pops. This feels like it's been informative. Thanks for running through everything. And until next time,
Yes. I'm reminded that we need to run reports.
run a report to win.
Yes.
Link down below.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.